What's that? It's the emergency.
No problem. All units are
Hi,
by
I'm at the corner of Pleasant Hill and John Young Freeway.
1519 East 18.
It's time to be done with corkboards and thumbtacks. If you're serious about solving the case, you need a workspace that thinks like a detective. Welcome to the Case Manager Evidence Board. In this video, I'm going to walk you through every feature of this tool, from basic setup and evidence management to the critical save and share functions you'll need to know. To navigate to and manage your evidence boards, after logging into your account, click on the Tools drop-down, then the Evidence Boards button. First off, you can keep an eye on your board count in the upper right. Depending upon your subscription, you have a limit on how many active cases you can run at once, so manage your space wisely. We'll automatically create your first board for you. It assigns a generic name, but every case needs a title. Click the pencil icon or the rename button right here to give your investigation a proper name. For our demo board, we're going to create one about the famous missing persons case of Amelia Earhart. Import Case lets you tap directly into the CrimeSolver Central database, which has almost 300,000 cases available to research. Select the case type, in this case, missing person. Search the name Amelia Earhart, and import the full case file, image, and description in one click. By double-clicking on the element, you can see the entire case description. You can resize any element you place onto your evidence board by clicking and holding your mouse on any corner and dragging in or out. Now let's add a header. Use these to create zones on your board, like timeline, evidence, victims, media, or pretty much anything you can think of. You can customize the text and background color right here to make them pop. You can click your mouse and hold on to any element and drag it to your desired position. By default, your evidence board will draw a line to any added element from the last active element. If you don't want those lines connecting, no problem. Simply click the X or remove icon when hovering over that specific line. Next is the sticky note. Perfect for quick thoughts or reminders. It drops a classic bright note onto the board that you can edit instantly. Here, we'll add a note reminding us to gather more details regarding Amelia's timeline of her disappearance. Note that the most recent element that you have placed on the evidence board will have a green check mark on the bottom. This is called the active element. If you make no change to the active element, it will always be the one that was most recently added, and any new elements that are added will have lines connected to them from the active element. If you would like to set a new active element, then just hover over whichever element you would like and click the circle underneath it. A green check mark should appear signifying that as the new active element. Now any new elements that you add to the board will have a line drawn from that element. A board needs visuals. Click Add Image to upload any images that are relevant to your case. You can give them a title immediately, creating a neat Polaroid-style card. Let's load an image of Amelia next to the aircraft that she went missing in on the day of the flight. You can associate an image by clicking on the green Upload Cloud icon on any image element. Here, you'll have three options. You can add an image that you already have saved as part of your documents. You can upload an image from your local drive, or you can create an AI-generated image. Be sure that you save your progress often so you don't lose all of your hard work. Next, let's add an AI-generated image of Amelia Earhart stranded on an island with SOS on the beach in the background. When using this feature, be as descriptive as possible, and you'll get the best results. Okay, we've gotten a little bit off track, and these aren't really timeline elements, so let's rename that header to images so that it makes more sense. You can edit or update any element on your board by clicking on the purple icon above each element. Now we're going to change our active element back to our main Amelia Earhart case element. To track the status of your evidence, use Add Tag. You can use presets like Verified or Alibi or type your own custom status. These color-coded pills are great for marking things at a glance. For the purpose of our board, we'll call our tag Final Flight Location. And because we want our next element, which is going to be a map location, to be attached by this tag, we'll select it as the new active element. Finally, for geography, use Add Location. Enter an address to generate a Google Map card. You can switch map types. But more importantly, use the zoom controls directly on the card to get a better view of the terrain. You can also resize the map to fit your canvas. Moving to the second row, Add Text gives you a rich text editor. Use this for detailed notes where you need bolding, bullet points, or specific fonts to organize complex information. Now we're ready to get back to that timeline. Let's add a new header. To build a chronology, use Add Event. Here, we'll map out a timeline including the stops between her last known location and the destination where she never arrived. Notice how I forgot to select the timeline header as my active element. Just remove the line you don't want and connect the element manually. Now we've added 2 new timeline cards to our evidence board. Let's create a new header called Miscellaneous and make that our active element. Here, we will go over the remaining elements that you can use for your evidence board. For online leads, use Add Link. Don't just paste a messy URL. This creates a clean card with a title and description that links out to news articles or databases, which will open up in a new tab. Here, we'll add a link to Amelia Earhart's Wikipedia page. Any element with dynamic information can be edited by clicking on the purple edit icon. Add Document is a powerful tool that lets you upload actual case files, PDFs, Excel sheets, or Word docs or shared documents that you have already saved. Let's test out the power of creating an AI-generated document with a full timeline of Amelia Earhart's solo flight with all dates and locations output into a Word document. You can then preview the document, and if you like it, then save it to the new element. They are stored on the board, and you can download the original file anytime by clicking on the download icon. Manage your workflow with Add Task. Create a checklist for forensics or interviews. As you check items off, the progress bar updates real time. It even turns green when the list is complete. And when you have a hypothesis, use Add Theory. Write your deduction and set a confidence level. The card color codes itself, green for high confidence, red for low, so you know where your strongest leads are. A very helpful feature when building out your evidence board is the Undo-Redo feature. If you find that you want to undo or redo any of your recent previous actions, just click on one of those icons. Now let's look at your board controls. Click the settings gear to the right of your Undo-Redo buttons. Crucially, this is where you change your board status. By default, it's private, but setting it to public allows you to share it later and for the public to see your board. Here you can toggle dark mode, change your background color, or turn on the grid to snap items into perfect alignment. You can change your sticky notes color and modify your line connections here as well. Selecting curved lines might give more flexibility and a more professional appearance on a busy board. If you need to wipe the slate clean but keep the file open, use Clearboard. It will ask for confirmation before removing everything, so be careful. You could lose a lot of work if you're not meaning to start over. This is the most critical button, Save Changes. This is a web tool, so you must save manually. If you leave without clicking this, your work is lost. Save early and save often. Need a hard copy? Click Download. You can export the entire board as a high-quality JPEG image or a PDF for your physical case files. If you set your board to public in the settings, the Share Board button becomes active. Click this to generate a read-only link you can send to partners or viewers. Clicking on the View Board icon will show you in a new tab how your complete board overview appears. This view, the image and PDF views, and the shared link views will not include the grid if it's enabled. That is only shown in Board Edit mode. What really makes these evidence boards special is the ability to share access to it with other members. To give access to anyone on your contact list, click on the Invite Contact button. Select a contact in the drop-down and decide if you'd like to give them full edit control or just read-only access. Any new member's avatar or initials will appear at the top of your evidence board. If you want to remove their access at any time, just click on the Remove icon attached to that user. You can also manage these users and boards from your Account section under Evidence Boards. If more than one person is trying to edit a board at the same time, you will receive a lease notice. This prevents multiple users with access to an evidence board from overriding each other's changes. As the owner of a board, you have the ability to take over control of editing at any time. Those are the tools. The rest is up to your detective work. Go start a case, connect the dots, and everyone, stay safe, stay curious, and stay loud.